Here we go.
Shit.
We're flopping around.
Shit.
Yeah. We're here with right down there is Sixnicksix.
That's
Um,
me.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's the homie right there, and he's gonna let us know about how he got into the horrorcore business, where he can find his music, all that good stuff, and we got the Baroness of Scoochalucha hanging out with us tonight. The neck
Oh,
pistol will be on when he can. We got over here the Harvester, the champ of Come Get the Promo Cut, hanging out with us too. So, yeah, Nick, go ahead and let us know. I mean, were you, like so many of us, influenced by the Juggalo culture?
oh yes, man. All fucking day, bro. Gotta love the Juggalo culture, the horrorcore scene, all of that, man. I took a lot of inspiration from all of that, as well as like I grew up a big metalhead, man. Hence the fucking battle jacket in this bitch, dog. Rocking that. Hold up. That Black Dahlia from my city, bro. Put it up for Detroit. Go Lions, baby. I grew up a big metalhead. Grew up loving horrorcore, loving ICP, man. Never forget the first time I discovered them on fucking MySpace and shit, dog. And been a fan ever since, bro. So like, no Jeff shit, bro. I'm fucking OG, dog. I was getting bullied for listening to them for a long time, bro. All right? We still stayed strong and fucking kept our love for the fucking Juggalos, man. All fucking day, bro.
Yeah.
Where are you originally from?
Detroit, man, the Southwest side, bro. I grew up, was born in Southwest, grew up on the West side over Southfield and Warren. Spent a lot of time over there, spent a lot of time on Livernois and Rademacher down there in Southwest. So moved around a little bit. I was living in Illinois for a little bit. That's where we met, man. I was running the hotspot down in Peoria, Illinois. That was a
Yep.
good fucking time, man. Then I moved back to Detroit for a little bit, moved down to Texas, and I've been running things down in Texas with my brother, Young Alucard. Shout out to him, man, holding it down there. For everybody on Brick, our homies, Third Coast Ghost, Rooster McCoy, Papa Drac, everybody in the fucking mix, man. Texas has been holding it down, bro. I got to give them big props, man. The horrorcore and juggalo scene down there is fucking beautiful, bro. People come out and support, and I love that shit, man. I love good scenes. I love to see people coming out and supporting underground music and underground rappers because honestly, bro, this is like a lot of people's chance to see your everyone else's favorite rapper before they get big. That's how a lot of this shit happens, bro. There's a lot of talent in this underground. There's a lot of talent in this juggalo scene, bro. And it's sad that it gets slept on, bro. It really does get slept on, man. There's a lot of fucking heavy hitters out here. And not even just the juggalo scene, the horrorcore scene, man. Big L's up to fucking Scum and LSP up there, man. Fucking holding it down, dog. Got to give them a lot of love, too. And my family and GRE, Grim Reality Entertainment. Shout out to them looking out for me, man. That's been a wonderful journey working with them and being a part of the label, man. Working with everybody, JP the Hustler and Sly's Wicked, Mr. Doja, you got fucking Zodiac, bro, Philosophy, tons of hard hitters on there, bro. Tons of hard hitters, man. So it's been nice to be able to connect and network with all these people. When I say connect, I don't just mean like link up and, talk some shit. Like, no, like when we connect, we really connect, bro. There's a reason why a lot of people lean to this music, bro, because a lot of people feel a certain type of way, man. And the fact that it gives these people an outlet to express themselves, man, it just means the fucking world, bro. Really does. So I love seeing people come together and connect and being able to connect with other artists and work with them, bro. Like it's my favorite fucking thing to do. I don't charge for features. I don't charge for collabs, dog. Hit me up, bro. Hit me up. I just love the work, man. All fucking day. I love working with people, man. That's what it's all about.
You're like the definition of a journeyman in this thing because you've moved around a lot. You could say that you dabbled in a lot of different scenes with your music. And has that affected your sound along the way?
Oh, it's been great, man, because, I grew up on a lot of different shit, too. I grew up on a lot of juggalo music, a lot of just regular hip-hop, too, and, Houston-based shit, Detroit-based rap, a lot of Eminem, obviously, being the fucking white kid rapper from Detroit. I grew up loving some Eminem and shit, so I take a lot of inspiration from all that. But being around and being able to see how, like, different places and different markets have different styles, right? You go to a certain state or a certain city and you have a certain type of, subgenre you get with it. But being able to come together with all those people, and then you have these places where it's like a whole mix shit. You got people doing like emo rap and trap metal and juggalo shit and horrorcore all in one fucking set. Like, I love seeing shit like that, bro. There's some boom
I
bap
feel
shit.
a little bit of I noticed you got a little trap metal element to your music too sometimes.
Oh, most definitely. And we've been turning it up on the trap level element, dude, for sure. We've been taking that to a whole new extreme. I'm not abandoning my love of the boom bap and horrorcore shit, man, but God, is some trap metal go hard. And I love the reaction from the crowds. The harder that you get with the music, I feel the harder that the crowd responds. And we bring a lot of energy to our shit, regardless of what we're doing. We could be playing a really chill song and just the energy gets people moving. You know what I'm saying? But having that energetic song behind you that just makes you want to move. I like moshing, man. I'm a big mosh pit guy. The back of this vest says "Shut up and mosh," man. I fucking grew up being a mosh pit kid, dog. Fucking love going to the Warped Tour every year and all that shit and all the fucking big ass metal shows and just being out there, dog, and just moshing my ass off. Mayhem Festival was another big one I used to go to every year and just going out there and moshing my ass off. So I love bringing that metal mosh element to the rap scene, bro, and like having that shit blend like just perfectly.
You and Worm do a good job of that. I was gonna say, the same night I saw you, I saw Worm at that Cody Manson show, and both you guys have that going on with you guys, and I like that. Worm used to be in a metal band, but go ahead, Harvester.
Well, I was gonna say is that I'm not gonna lie, I hadn't really heard of too much of him, U6 until we had found out that we were gonna do this interview. So I didn't want to be like an idiot coming in here, and I spent the week pretty much listening to a bunch of your stuff. And I'll tell you what, it's pretty rad. A bunch of them made my playlist.
Oh yeah, man.
It's just super solid, man, and I appreciate you.
I appreciate that, bro, all day, man. I've been working really hard at it and just trying to just keep putting out my music and just keep showing the progression. I see in my early albums where like there was things I was lacking, but I gotta say to any artist out there who's thinking about dropping some shit and you just recorded it on your phone, fucking do it, bro. Start that shit off, man, because it leads to other things, man. And you'd be surprised. Some motherfuckers like the song that sound like it was recorded on the potato more than the one that you paid fucking $300 to have done in the studio.
There's plenty of dirty ones I like. I like some real dirty recordings.
All fucking day, bro. I totally agree, man. So like, put that shit out, man. And I love that people come together and they can just see my journey throughout my music. If you listen to my discography from day one all the way down, just you can see the progression and how things changed and how different influences came into play and how I still stayed around and did different genres. I did a really lo-fi boom bap album that was called Real Facts. That was just really chill shit. I ain't talk about murdering nobody. And then I take that back. There's a little bit of murder in there. It's still Sixnicksix album, man. Okay, there's still some murder in there, man. But for the most part, it's a very honest, real, down to earth album. And being able to do that and then just go jump and do a fucking trap metal album and then go jump and do a horrorcore album. Like I love doing that shit, man. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
I got your cassette tape. The cassette tape that you were selling. Yeah, I got the shirt and the cassette tape that night. And we also picked up some Rogues Gallery and Cody Manson stuff.
Yes, man. I appreciate you coming out and supporting the people in the underground as well, bro. That cassette, actually, if you didn't know, was made by Worm. So Worm made those that cassette, and then the shirts that Worm had, I made for him. So we did a little merch trade-off because we both make merchandise.
Cool. That's like what you were talking about. Everybody helping each other out.
100%, man. So speaking on that, we've recently started a thing called On Brick, which is our label down in Texas. Shout out to Young Alucard and Third Coast Ghost, everybody, and Papa Drag being a part of that, Rooster McCoy. On Brick is a big thing that we started where it's literally about how, On Brick we're all the bricks of the wall, man. Without every single one of us, we have nothing. So everybody has a specialty that they do, right? You work on the business side. I'm more of the mixing and mastering side. We have our music video guy. We have somebody that does everything. So everybody has their expertise that we just work on. We hone our skills, and then it takes the stress off of being an artist for all the other artists. And with On Brick being a label, what we're trying to do is we're trying to teach people how to be independent. We're not trying to sign people to teach them how to be reliant on us. We're trying to be the first label that teaches independency and shows them like, here's how to do everything. We do everything ourselves, and we're going to do each step with you and show you exactly how to do it by yourself. And
yes, you can master your own art.
100%. 100%. If there's things that you aren't good at, then we'll pick up that slack for you. What are you good at? Go ahead and do that. What I'm saying? With that, everybody comes together, and we have this very strong team down there. And we've been blessed to work up with a lot of good people like Razakel, and we've been blessed to work with Team She, Team Trash, a lot of great people out there. So GRE as well. Shout out to Unknown Caprice, my brother down there in Tulsa, Oklahoma. For sure, man. Everybody's been holding it down, man. So it's really nice that we're trying to bring this whole thing to everybody. We're not just trying to be a Texas label, even though we're primarily focused on all the artists down there. We want to bring this knowledge to everybody else and let them know that you can be independent and you can do this shit and you can make it to wherever the fuck you want to be in life. You know what I'm saying? It's all at the access of your fucking fingertips and however hard you want to work at it. If you're going to give up and just do this as a hobby, bro, you're going to get a hobby fucking return. But if you're
Yeah.
gonna put every day into it and work your ass off for it, bro, you're gonna get somewhere, man. And you can just try a little bit every day for an hour, bro, and sit down and do something to push your career forward. Promotion, post some shit on the internet, dog. Write some new shit, make some art, dude. Mix and master some shit that you've been sitting on. Release some shit you've been sitting on. If you keep working at it every day, bro, you're gonna build. And I gotta say, man, I'm a living person that can tell you that I've done it, man. I've watched my numbers double every year. And we all say that as artists. Next year I'm gonna double my numbers, man. But every fucking year I've actually doubled my numbers and did that shit. Because when I put myself to that mentality, I did it, bro. You can make anything fucking reality that you want, man. You can manifest your own fucking reality. Put your mind to it, work at this shit every day, bro. It'll happen, man. I'm here to fucking tell y'all that. I'm not living the fucking dream, bro. I still gotta fucking work a job and shit. But honestly, to me, this is working the dream, bro. Because I got people who tell me that my music has affected them in life and got them out of certain situations, or that my music has gotten them through shit like at school and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? We have a fan down in Texas named Dolly. Shout out to her. She's very supportive. And I wear this bracelet she made me every fucking day ever since. Because this kid sat there and got bullied at school because she's a juggalo and everybody treats her different. And she listens to my music and it helps get her through the day. And we give her inspiration to get through and not worry about those bullies. Don't worry about the people who talk shit. Worry about the people who are hyping you up. Where's the people saying, oh, I like that about you? That's the people you should be worrying about. You know what I'm saying?
I know that certain artists can't be super close to all their fans, especially when they reach a certain amount of success. But it also means a lot whenever an artist that's up and coming, like the Michigan Misfits, they kind of befriended us in our last season, and Body Rot was on with us quite a bit. And it's like when somebody takes that time to notice and actually give you the time of day, kind of like you're talking about with that relationship with that fan, it can really change a person's life and make them feel a lot better about themselves. There's a power there that if you use it the right way, you can build people up.
Yeah, and then that's the big thing that I gotta say too is with this being a juggalo scene as well, I feel like a lot of artists forget about what juggalo scene is about, and it's about family. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So and then I'm sorry, and these people who come to my shows and support me, they're more family to me than some of my own family members, bro. I got people who I'm blood with who won't sit there and buy my merch, who won't sit there and support me or listen to my music. And these people are out here every day actively supporting me and hyping me up and helping me get through shit that I'm going through myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just such a beautiful connection to be able to have with my fans. And, I encourage every artist to do that, man. These people are impacted by your shit for a reason. So you probably got something in common, man. You probably got something in common.
In the chat, what up, Freak? Thanks for stopping in. He's one of the homies. We gotta get him on again. That guy does some great fucking music too. There's so many people that I be honest with you, going to that Cody Manson show, to go back to that moment, that was an eye opener for me to see how great the scene has become. And I didn't even know about Rogues Gallery. You know what? We play their CD so much in the car. They're so badass. And like, Cody's such a great performer. So is Worm. Smokey the Bear was really good. I enjoyed him. He said a speech, and I've said this on this show before. He said a speech that night where he was like, I was at the gathering and I thought, man, I want to rap. And that was over a year ago. And now this year I got invited to the gathering. He was like, if you put enough hard work into something for a year, you would be surprised in what you could accomplish if you start from nothing. Just put the effort into it. And I put that, I listened, and I took that to heart that night and thought, man, I want to do something. And that's why I, found some likely people that wanted to, do this kind of thing with me. And yeah, it's kind of like an interview segment with people, but at the same time, man, we're just hanging out and relaxing. Before we even started, we were sitting here for 30 fucking minutes bullshitting like friends, because that's what we do. We're all friends,
This is the way, man, all fucking day, bro. And I appreciate what you guys are doing out here too, man, and bringing attention to these artists and sitting here and coming together and letting us all have this chill atmosphere where we can all, relax and talk about shit, because it's really, I hate to say that it's tough to talk at shows, but like when I get done performing, man, I'm fucking tired, bro. When I say I put 100% into my performance, I put 100% in that shit, dude. You'll see by the end of the song when I'm doing how many stabs and you see that knife come out and you see this styrofoam head that I'm stabbing the fuck up, dude. You're gonna see how fucking tired I get by the end. I'm gonna be a sweaty bitch, dog. But I'm gonna tell you this, man. I'm still shake your hand and give you a sweaty ass hug, but I like environments like this where I can talk to people, or people can message me and shit and we can talk, but it does get stressful at shows, and I feel bad because I know some people feel like I'm dissing on them or something, or I'm just, not giving them the time of day, when it's like, bro, I feel bad. I'm just fucking tired as shit, dog. I put 100% into those performances as much as I can, dude. Every ounce of energy. You got to, man. You got to.
How Many Stabs definitely made the playlist. I'll tell you that. That's a killer song, man. That shit
Man, have you
rocks.
seen it live yet?
No, I haven't. I'll have to check it out, man. Like I said, I've been really just kind of focusing on trying to hear some of your stuff because Bootleg spoke very highly of you, and I wanted to be on, you know what I mean? I wanted to be on a level where I knew, you know what I mean? I knew what you were about, so.
Hell yeah, I appreciate that, brother, man. You'll have to come see it live sometime. Videos are nice, man. The videos, they capture the intensity, but man, being there. I mean, I gotta say, that's one of the songs that I've gotten a lot of my fans from, is How Many Stabs. There's one song that I did that, like, with all the choreography I put into it while writing it, and was like, nah, we're gonna count down the fucking stabs. You know what I'm saying? Like, styrofoam head every time. I'm getting every artist in the house to sign the head. We throw the head out whenever we're done, you know. I was gonna go extreme on some gore shit and have some fake blood, but like, I think a lot of venues wouldn't be too happy about that right now, so I'm kind of keeping it to a minimum. But be on the lookout.
That's a cool idea to have some of the artists that night sign it, so you can give it out to a lucky fan that grabs it. Especially 100%. In the middle of like a bunch of people moshing and shit. Throw that shit out there to them. That's a cool idea.
We write down, the name of the show and, the venue, the date, all that stuff. So it becomes a memorabilia piece. And it's been really nice to see all the fans sending in their pictures of where they have the head at and all the journeys that the head has gone. I wasn't able to go to the gathering last year, but my head got to go. So I was pretty happy about that, man. Shout out to Marshall and Roxy out there in Texas, man. Y'all are some of the fucking realest TBR down there, man. Y'all are the shit.
Fucking cool. The head made it to the...
And I mean, the perfect example would be like you're saying how hard you work. Bootleg and Scoocha and stuff, they've known. I'm very new to the scene as well, as far as like these guys go. And I just really want to be a part of things and just get to learn and meet new people and with like-mindedness. And I've pushed very hard to be there. And I mean, I've made some pretty good strides. So I can vouch for the fact that the harder you push, you know what I mean, the more results you're going to get. And that's what's, that's what's killer. See that.
100%. And honestly, it's an honor that, I was able to have the time to work on things, and to be able to put my all into my music. Because there was a good stint where it was just, working my ass off way too much to where I couldn't even have enough energy to come home and do shit. I mean, it's hard enough as it is to be an artist and work a 9 to 5 and do all this shit and make it all happen and hop on shows and get out at 3 o'clock in the morning and get home at 5 and have to go work at 7. Like, it's tough, man. But, it's all a part of the journey, bro. And I got to say, like, I love every fucking bit of it. Every little, tough thing we've ever had to accomplish, man. Because you know how shit goes, especially on tours and shit, man. Fucking cars fucking up. And me and young Alucard had some times where we almost got mugged by some tweakers. And yeah, good times, man. Don't stop at Shell gas stations in Texarkana. You're welcome, guys. Free piece of knowledge. If you see a group of people twisting a pipe outside, just know, man, this ain't the gas station to be stopping at.
Yeah, they're rolling a lake and they're ready to take you out.
Oh yeah, it was neat, man. We had to pull out all kind of fun Texas-sized blades and fend them off, but we had shit to do, man. We're like, bro, I don't have time to explain to the cops why 6 tweakers got stabbed up tonight, bro. Like, we got shit to do, bro. So we've had some pretty fun adventures on the road, man. But I love every bit of the journey, man. I love every bit of doing this, and I wouldn't trade it for the fucking world, man. This is where it's at.
So that's where you're at right now, is down in Texas.
I'm actually back in Michigan right now.
Oh.
Back up in the D. I keep coming home, man, all the time, bro. Just in time to see the Lions win, though. So that's nice. That's nice.
Just in time to get buried by snow.
Yeah, man, for real. It's fucking cold out here, bro. I miss Texas so bad.
Right. Even Texas says it's cold. I mean, I know that the Harvester probably caught it, but the Tom Martino was live, and well, not live, but his show went up, and he was talking about how he's pouring some AXE masks, and it's taking extra time because of the weather down there. It's very cold in his shop.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's what took me a minute to hop on here as well. Was the nice cold frozen roads getting here.
Gotcha. Yeah, man, it ain't no fucking joke, dude. I work outside. I work at Kroger, and a lot of times the other people that I work with won't want to go out and get carts. So I'm like, you know what? I'll go out and do it. I need the fresh air. But man, the last couple nights, it's been cold. Even with my fucking Cerberus Click fucking Doc Gruesome face mask on,
Bro,
it is still fucking cold. And I thank that guy, by the way. I sent him a text message after work like, dude, thank you for this fucking face mask. It saved my face the last few nights. But man, shout out to anybody that's out there working in this cold and out in it, because that shit's rough.
Brutal.
Oh yeah, bro. Hey, shout out to you, man. For real, dog. You're doing that fucking job that nobody wants to fucking do, bro. And you're taking on the ranks. I appreciate you, bro. A lot of people don't appreciate what
A lot of
motherfuckers
people tell me that.
I appreciate
You know,
you, dog.
in the parking lot, I'll get that. I'll get that a lot from a lot of nice people. They'll be like, "Man, it's nice that you're out here doing this, even though it's like shitty out." You know, and I'm like, "Thank you." You know, and got to make a paycheck doing something. And I'm one of those people that rather than being yelled at for being on my phone, I'd rather be fucking moving. I'm always fucking moving. I'm going somewhere and doing something.
All
So-
day, bro. It's up a nice heat, and I'll tell you this, man, it makes the time go by faster. I fucking hate a slow job, bro. I like when I'm
Yeah.
working. I work at the tire tech at Bell Tire, man. I fucking love it down over there, bro. I don't know. I like changing tires, man. What can I say, bro? It's fun.
Yeah, I'm a motorcycle mechanic.
Yep, there you
hell
go.
Yeah, man. Fuck
I work
yeah,
at
bro.
Like,
Harvester's in the shop right now. What do you do, Scoocha?
I do what you do, bootleg. I
Hell
put
yeah, bro.
I know the Baroness does some what is it? You're like some manager or someplace or something.
No.
He like finger bangs watches or some such. Or locks. Yeah, locks.
finger bangs
Finger bang blocks.
I pop
Yeah.
knobs, asshole.
You pop lock. Oh, so you're a locksmith?
No, I build.
Damn near.
I build them.
Oh, you build locks.
I build
Build
them
them.
and I customize them and shit like that.
So
That's
if we need
impressive as
somebody
fuck.
to lock some shit up, you'd be the one to get a hold of.
Yep.
That's wait. How do I
He
point that?
tickles the tumblers or whatever.
It makes no sense. I'm trying to point in this direction. It's not working, bro. I don't get angles.
It's
Whatever. That guy.
helicopter rules. Your points are inverted.
First accesses.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I talk.
I'm pretty blessed. I'm down here in AZ, so it's like 68 degrees right now, but I'm out in the shop.
That's like the
Hell
temperature.
yeah.
It's like
You're lucky, dude. You're so lucky, man.
Oh, I
Everybody's
wish,
getting
man.
so much snow. Ohio's getting hit with a lot of snow. We got tickets to go to the damn Super Show. Is anybody going to the Super Show?
Oh, I fucking wish, man. I wish.
been trying to
Will
talk.
White playing with the super famous Funtime guys in the AXE. That should be interesting.
And it's
And this guy saw it. I was at that Cody concert, and I was the only one fully decked out in a Zooligan Forever face, sitting on the couch. And I didn't peel that fucker off the whole night, and it was hot as shit in that place.
I was so proud, dog. I was like, this is the most dedicated shit. And that was actually like one of the first tour shows that we did there, man. The very first one was Scene Lock, MC Sexy Hair, man. Shout out to old Sean there holding it down, man. But that was like one of the, I think it was like the third or fourth show we did there. And man, it was such a good turnout. Seeing all the great people come out and all the support was awesome. I think I met Philosophy there too, bro. Philosophy is
Yeah,
a
he
great.
was there. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I love Philosophy, man. Awesome dude, bro. He's looked out for me on multiple occasions. Shout out to the label mate on GRE, man. Grim Reality Entertainment, dog. Fuck with them. Doing big shit, dog. JP the Hustler and Beast Mode Warriors, bro. Got to give it up to them. Always holding it down. Gotta love it, man.
Beast Mode. Yeah, we got a fucking he gave us like one of his flyer things. Yeah, I remember him. And Joker.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Wasn't that another guy that was there?
Beast Mode,
Joker.
Beast Mode. Shout out to Beast Mode and Joker as well, and M-Dog, bro. Their homie M-Dog, man. I fucking love M-Dog, bro. That dude has got bars, dude. He is fucking Matt Miller for sure, dude. He is like the young Mac Miller, dog. That motherfucker's got bars. But For real, man. Joka and Beast Mode, really good dudes, man. Shout out to them. We've worked on a couple projects as well.
Yeah, Joker had a song with Jamie Madrox on his CD. I seen.
Yep. He's a good dude, man. Great tracks on some crazy shit, but he's a good dude, man. I fuck with Joka.
Yeah, wasn't he was part of the promotion behind that showing up there, wasn't he? Didn't he help put that show on?
I believe he was a part of some of the connections with that.
Yeah.
I can't really remember. It's been quite a long time, man. I swear, bro, it feels like I've lived a million lifetimes at this point.
There hasn't been a show like that in Peoria since. I'll tell you that, man. It's like we got the Castle Theater in Bloomington, and we had Twisted come by with the Certified Psychos tour on the third leg of it, and that was pretty cool. But other than that, really right here in the Midwest, we hardly get anything. Back in the day, we had ICP show up a couple times. They did the Gathering in Peoria. They did a show with Two Live Crew and ABK at the Madison Theater before they closed it down. And because they fucked up both the Madison Theater with Fago and the Civic Center, they wouldn't let them in Peoria. So the third time they came with Head PE, they had to play in the East Peoria at a convention center. But we don't get much horrorcore here in the middle of Illinois. So it was cool that you guys thought of us, you know?
Hey, man, I appreciate it, bro. It was great bringing the scene down to Peoria, man. I just saw the opportunity and had the connections and was like, fuck it, man, let's get it going. You know, we did our best to be a cool dog. You know, we never sat there and fucking charged people to play there. You know, we always made sure everybody made money in the house, dog. You know, we just wanted to be a nice safe haven for people to play and be at. You know, it was really cool having it in a tattoo and a fucking piercing shop too, man. Like,
yeah, that was neat, wasn't it? Yeah, you could smoke as much weed as you wanted in there and shit. It was fucking fun. That's all I did was sit on a couch and smoke fucking bowl after bowl. And I know
Facebook user says bootleg sucks pee-pee.
That's the next tell me I suck pee-pee.
Good stuff, Facebook user.
You have something to say there, babe?
I have a question.
You got a question?
Yeah. So, like, I meant to ask this earlier.
Yes.
Because you said you were a metalhead. Who was your metal influences?
Good question.
Man, okay, so it starts off with I'm gonna be generic and say the old Slipknot, baby. You know, I love me some Slipknot, man. All right, so I started off with some Slipknot, moved down to like Suicide Silence and Whitechapel, started digging deeper into like the Acacia Strain and Every Time I Die, and Lit Live was a really big one I fuck with too. And then I started going really deeper into hardcore and Cold as Life and the homies in I Eat Bed out in Chicago and fucking Hostages and Barossa and all them killing it out in Illinois. Rig Time from Wisconsin, really good people. So I really dwelled into like everything from like fucking, you know, metal, new metal. I mean, I thought, you know, let's be real, man. Let's give it up to Papa Limp Bizkit, dog, for fucking being one of the first ones to blend rap and metal, dog. If we're going to give it up to somebody who started it, man, I mean, you may hate Fred Durst, bro, but like, he's pretty big on like blending metal and rap, dog. When it comes to like similarities, I got to give him a lot of influence, man. A lot of that shit, Korn, Marilyn Manson, a lot of the new metal wave, Deftones, Tool, man, all that shit. So big metalhead at heart. Black Dahlia, love them as well, man. Got to give it up for them. A lot of death metal, deathcore, and then I dug really deep and got into some slam metal. Just started listening to people who make caveman noises and was like, I love this. This is great. Keep it going. Shout out to Sakabuba, Saskababa, whatever the fuck their band name is. They're trying to fight Ronnie Radke. I support you guys. Knock his ass out. Knock his ass out, dude.
You're talking about the guy from Falling in Reverse?
Yeah, Sans Squigabog. I think that's their fucking name. Sans Squigabog is the band that called out fucking Ronnie Radke, and they made a whole tour poster about them touring with Falling in Reverse on a fucking thing that said like, come fight me, I'll fight all four of you. And they put it like all the dates said they were going to be at You Won't.
Good shit.
Hell yeah.
I figured you were into either hardcore or grindcore, one or the other, by the way that you throw that scream element into some of your tracks. I knew you were either into one or the other.
A little bit of black metal influence on my vocals, man, for sure. But I definitely take over a lot of hardcore and deathcore stuff whenever I'm doing my screams. That's where I get a lot of my inspiration from. I got to say, Vincent Bennett of the Acacia Strain, him and his live presence was a big inspiration for me as a kid, you know, just going to concerts and shit and seeing them live and seeing how he handled the stage and handled the crowd. I was like, man, like I need to take some fucking notes. So that's where I got a lot of my shit from, was just, you know, seeing how metal bands do it and trying to blend that in with the rap stuff as well.
Yeah, me and you definitely have the Slipknot thing in common.
For sure.
Yeah, I used to play on my cousin's LTD guitar, and his stack had it to where you can download Slipknot's Distortion.
Oh, gas.
First song I had to play with Duality.
That is awesome. I'm actually looking in the works right now of getting a band together, so I want to add a live band element to my music as well and start having that as a thing. And I'm actually trying to do a Slipknot cover because I love the Heretic Anthem. But I'm a fucking scumbag, as you guys can see. I'm a fucking scumbag. So I want to do the scumbag anthem and change it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? If you're 5'5", then I'm Sixnicksix. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, baby. Would you like to be a scumbag, bitch? So yeah, I plan on doing a nice little redux for the live show of Heretic Anthem. Show my
You
love
can
for the
get
Slipknot.
Bootleg on your band, and he can play the skin flute.
Real facts, dude. Bro, I will totally put you on any day if you want to play the skin flute, dog. You have my full permission,
Again,
dog.
we know the comments there. Thanks to Neck Pisser. I do like a good hot dog though.
Hot dogs
That's
are
a
good.
lot.
Shiver your timbers, man, for sure.
Give her my timber. But yeah, man. So that's what's for the future for you right now. You're trying to put together a band, then.
Trying to put together a little live band to go along with the musical element of everything, so we can have a little bit more. I don't know. I think it'd bring more mosh influence to it, man. Everybody loves some chugga chugga and some nice blast beats, dude. So I totally agree. I'm a fucking metalhead too. So why not implement that into the whole scenery of everything, and you know, have that stuff added to the existing songs as well. Excuse me, but also make some new original stuff with the band and try and go big with it, man. Go big or go home. You know, I'm still gonna work on my solo shit and do my rap stuff, but you know, I'd like to take the live show aspect to the next level.
Hell yeah.
I just had a quick thought, and then I'll shut up.
Sure, good, man. Go.
But I don't know why, but I have always thought War Pigs would be an amazing song to do a horrorcore remix to.
I agree, but I gotta give it to fucking T-Pain for adding soul to War Pigs, because that was
he
a
killed
great
it, yeah.
cover. I did not expect that out of T-Pain, and I'm so happy that he did that. So at this point, I think we need like 10 more years for that to like calm down before somebody can come in and do a worthy horrorcore cover of War Pigs. But I agree with you. I challenge somebody out there to go do that.
That's because he's actually got a legit voice. Like he's got like, people think he just needs auto-tune and stuff, but he's got like a legit voice.
Yeah.
And the guy's a singer for sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say though, there's not enough people out there doing in the genre of horrorcore doing much of that new metal sound. Like there's you got like Fams and the Hooligans are, you know, when they're live they have their band that they play with, and then you got Sky Swamp Orange doing their thing. You've got trying to think of other people I've seen lately, but there's just like there's a resurgence of what we grew up listening to because of the nostalgia factor. So I think that's a really smart move on your behalf. And I'm telling you, the way things are going, new metal being popular right now, I'm surprised that fucking other than Ghostmain, industrial didn't get a big fucking boom. I mean, industrial was so influential, or what am I trying to say?
I don't know.
It was a big influence. Yeah, it was a big influence to a lot of genres back then. You were adding that shit to fucking dance music. You were adding that shit to fucking metal, like Fear Factory and shit. One of my favorite bands. Like
100%.
Industrial was a big deal, and I always felt like, where the fuck was the resurgence on that? I'm just waiting for that to come back because I hear a lot of dance music from the 90s being replayed on the radios and in my fucking work, because my work likes to play music that used to be popular for people. So when they come in and shop, I know their scheme. The scheme is, let's play stuff that people feel great listening to, because it's that age group that we're trying to hit as they come in the doors. They don't play shit from the 50s and 60s. It's stuff from like the 80s and 90s when you walk into our store, because they're trying to hit that demographic of people. You know what I mean? So it's like with stuff coming back into the limelight, I'm just saying that's really smart of you, because what was it, like 5 years ago, MGK was jumping on the fucking Blink 182 bandwagon. Yeah, he was trying to be like Blink 182. And you know what? People dug it because they missed Blink 182. But now we got Blink 182 back. And is he touring with Blink 182 even though he shares a drummer with them? No.
It's sad too, man, because like honestly, when MGK first came out, bro, I was really rooting for him, man. I remember when he first dropped his mixtape, 100 Words of Running, man. And that shit was actually really fire, dog. And then, you know, all the shit came about with the Eminem beef and him just changing genres and all this shit. And I was like, man, that took a really weird turn.
Didn't it?
I mean, I'll say this, man. I think every artist should chase their dreams. And if you always wanted to be pop punk from the get-go, that's cool, man. You know, but it's the way how he went about it that really made everybody just believe that he's not about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a way to implement that shit. And there's a way to, you know, what I want to say, do your music, but also so be about your image. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's just an image, that's all it is. But if you're being about your music, be about your fucking music. You know what I'm saying?
He hasn't gone back to do any hip hop really since.
It really hasn't, man. Not at all.
It's just a weird, like you said, it was a weird turn. It's almost like he hit a midlife crisis and was like, man, I got my ass handed to me by Eminem, but I should have expected that. But at the same time, you know what? Fuck rap. I'm going to go with this. I'm going to use all the money that I've got to try and get me the best drummer in the fucking pop punk scene to fucking roll with me. And then people will like my music. And it caught my attention because I like Travis Barker as a drummer. I like Blink 182. And his songs kind of sound like Blink 182 when he went with the first record he did. But after that, I stopped listening to it.
I didn't hate the first few stuff, but now it just kind of seems like he's biting on the genre, man. And, you know, I'm a big pop punk fan as well, bro. I love me some pop punk. I mean, like, a good pop punk, man. Like, I'm fucking with, like, Citizen, The Story So Far, man. I love me that fucking good old emo shit, man. I grew up loving that shit, man. So, you know, but there's a way that you do it to where you're not just jocking off the shit. You know what I'm saying? Many people do in this fucking genre where they try to jock off the shit. And it's just, it's ridiculous, man.
Mean, he was, not only did he dye his hair pink and start, you know, wearing like frilly stuff, but he's also got this goddamn thing.
Yeah, man, not the razor blade guitar, man.
I had to let you, I mean, we were talking about it and I had it in my phone. So yeah, this thing is fucking absolutely atrocious in my opinion. I mean, some people say it promotes self-harm. I don't think that so much as it just looks like an ugly fucking guitar.
Yeah, agreed.
He's trying to be edgy is all. Next thing, he'll have a variant that's pink. Watch. He'll have a pink razor blade. Watch. Mark my word.
With a little bit of blood on the blade.
With a little bit of blood on the blade. Yeah, to fucking answer to all the critics. He'd be like, now it promotes self-harm, motherfucker.
I'm talking about 42 stabs, man. We're going to have some more beef. You see what happened when he beefed with the last Detroit rapper, bro? I don't think he wants to try and jock off my 41 stabs, bro.
Yeah. His best bars were not even a competition for like M's like
Kill Shot was one of the hardest diss tracks known to mankind, dude. That was you know, in itself a great track. You know, most diss tracks aren't really a good song to listen to on themselves. They're just something for the moment to kind of get with the beef and get with the bullshit and be like, oh shit. But no, like that was shut down a full great fucking track. And he clapped back so fast with that, dude. And that's a long song, bro.
It's like he didn't even have to try. He just like, all right, give me like 45 minutes. I'll be done with it. It's like, damn, really? It's like, that was nothing. That was nothing. It's like Eminem just brushed it off like it was nothing, whereas you could tell that MGK really had to try to put out.
He went in and put a bunch of work in, and he just got shit on.
And I respect his work and his effort to try, but it's still, you're going after the best.
Truth though. It's the truth.
When you go after the best, you get fucked like the rest every time. You know, it's just you ain't gonna win. I mean, he had a movie about rap battling and how he won rap battling because nobody wanted to give him the respect. You know, it's like
which
you're
is
gonna
true
go after.
how a lot of rappers out here come up. You know, I gotta say, you know, it's I hate that people call me Eminem because you know what I'm saying. I'm my own entity. You know, and then I do appreciate the similarities. Okay, that's a great reference. Please, I love that so much more than when people are like, oh, Tom McDonald. I'm like, please.
Oh
Not so
man.
much. So you know, like I'll take the Eminem compliment. But you know, in a similar upbringing, you know, I had the same kind of situation where I went to, you know, I was the only fucking white kid in my whole school, and the only way I survived was fucking rapping, dude. I was a fucking good rapper. I would rap battle and I'd roast the fuck out of motherfuckers, and people would be like, "You don't gotta fight, bro. You got them with your words, man." So you know, it got to the point where I couldn't even eat my fucking lunch, man. Motherfuckers like, "Come on, rap." I mean, it got to the point where the principal was trying to rap battle with me, man. And I'm like, well, I can't cuss, bro. I'm going to lose. I still cooked his ass, but not as much if I could have cussed his ass out in fucking 8th grade. But I mean, similar shit, man. I mean, I see a lot of rappers coming up like that, doing rap battling and shit and freestyling and shit. And that's how they come up doing this shit. And I got to give them all props, man. To everybody out there chasing the dream, man. Just keep doing that shit, bro. Keep working on it every day. No matter what, you'll hit those fucking goals, man. You know,
you got to be quick on.
Keep working.
It's like you got to know. It's like there is there a bit of, and I've never asked other people this, but I've always wondered it. You're talking about rap battling and freestyling in a sense, like you have to be quick with your wit, and there's a certain talent to being able to come up with what you're going to come up with as you're saying what you're saying. And I know that because on our promo page, we cut wrestling promos on each other. And if you shoot from the hip, you got to know exactly what you're going to fucking say as you're saying it. Only you guys got to make it rhyme and be on time with a beat. Now, with freestyling and writing, that's what I was getting down to. The difference in the two. Can you like sit there and freestyle and just write down your freestyle and that'll eventually be a rap? Or do you have to take more? Is there more of a ritual or preparation or something when it comes to writing an actual song and album?
You know, I know everybody's a little bit different. For me personally, like I've never been able to make a freestyle into a song. If I freestyled something, you had to hit record before I spit, because otherwise I'm not gonna remember what the fuck I just said. And I'm gonna have to ask y'all, like everyone's gonna be all hyped, like, oh shit. I'll be like, what I say? And they're like, something about something, go write that down. And I'm like, oh, okay, for sure. And it sits in my phone, I never do nothing with it. For the most part, my ritual is shout out to my producers, man, fucking Cray Beats and Scum Lord out there making my fucking beats, dog. If it wasn't for those guys, man, I wouldn't be able to do this shit, man. Shout out to them all day. But they set the tone for a lot of shit, man. They make a lot of beats and a lot of great shit, and they're very underrated producers out here. They look out for me and my label and give us a lot of good exclusive deals on exclusive beats and stuff. And definitely recommend everybody go fuck with them. Ain't nobody gonna give you deals like them, bro, all fucking day. But I usually I go searching for the beats and I look for the vibes, and then if I connect with something, most of the times the words will just kind of start coming to me, and I'll start writing them down. For the most part, I will say. This is why I prefer that writing style over freestyling, because when you have to make up things on demand and you got to just be quick with the quick fire, you're going to slip up sometimes, man. You're not going to be able to do as good if you sit down and write some shit, bro. If you take 15, 20 minutes, it doesn't take me that long to write some shit. I don't sit on a song for a fucking week and sit there and be like, oh, I haven't come up with anything yet. Like, I'm pretty fast with my shit. But I do like to sit down and kind of overanalyze a little bit and make sure I'm using the best words that I can to describe the imagery that I want to describe. Typically, when I hear a beat, I'll have the image already and the vibe and the feeling of what I want to go off of, and just start going off of that and just keep going from each word to each word. And there's times where I'll break shit down. I'll just start with a couple different rhyme sentences, a couple different themes, and just start running with it.
Right. So you like to you go by more of a storytelling basis throughout your song then.
A lot of the times, yeah, I like to do a lot of storytelling stuff. I'm not very much of a flex rapper, you know what I'm saying? I like to sit down and, preach up a nice story. And, between telling things about stories I've come up with or about things that I've experienced in my life, I like being able to shit and put it down into into the world. You know what I'm saying? To give people shit to vibe with. Because regardless of you know, whichever part you vibe with, you know, it means a lot that these people have something to connect to in some way to express these feelings and to connect with them and feel like you're not alone, man. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I feel that, man. And I don't prefer too much of the flex rapping. The only time I feel like you can actually flex is if you put enough work in that it's like, and then somebody tries to call you out on not putting in some work. Then you've
yeah,
got the opportunity, almost like again a beef or a diss track. Then I expect somebody to do some flexing. But other than that, if you ain't got no reason to flex, why are you flexing? What are you overcompensating for? You know what I mean?
I don't
Lack
know.
of
I do
fan
a lot
base,
of that from the
you know?
hip shit when I do
yeah.
my promos.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, man.
I like the art style of shooting from the hip, and that's what a lot of the battle rap is. You know, you can those. I remember back in the day when the YouTube videos, there was a lot of popular fucking rap battle videos out there, talking high school parking lots, like you were talking about.
Yep.
I mean, back before it was so easy to make music and to be able to distribute it to all these sites and stuff, and be able to have your music on the streaming platforms for such an easy way to do it, and then a cheap fee. Shout out to DistroKid, $20 a year, unlimited uploads, get paid for your music. You know what I'm saying? Do that shit. Register your music with BMI and ASCAP. Get your publishing. Free information for all of y'all. BMI, ASCAP, DistroKid, $20 a year, unlimited uploads. We have access to this in this day and age. You know what I'm saying? Back in our days growing up, like that's how everybody came up was freestyling shit. Mac Miller, that's how he got big and got signed. Was there was a video of him freestyling at school, and that got really big. And you know, a label saw it, gave him $1 million, 100,000, I think it was
Oh,
100,000.
I think we lost him for a minute.
Oh, am I back?
Yeah.
Hey, we in here. No, I was saying that's you know, like that's how Mac Miller got big, was freestyle videos. A lot of big people got in that way because you know nowadays we have so much more better access to making music, and you know you can make a song on your phone that sounds fucking phenomenal nowadays, bro. Like you don't need a studio, bro. Don't get me wrong, I prefer you guys to use a studio and have the good shit, but you know you can make a song on your phone if you want to and go put it out there, dog. It'll be on par with half of the shit out here, dude. So I encourage everybody
I
to go.
I know the neck pistol loves Blind Fury. Was that his name? The guy
Yes,
that's
Blind
blind that
Fury.
can.
Dude,
The
that
guy
dude's
that
hilarious, bro. He does
he's
some
so fucking. He's awesome.
yeah, man. He does the one where he talks about how he's like fucking what is he like a crackhead and he's like talking about rolling that bolt. Yeah.
I'm smoking ice, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's funny as hell, bro. I love me some parody rap too, man. I love some comedy rap, dude. I love always doing some goofy shit, man. Can never go
Oh
wrong,
man,
man.
I'm glad we brought that up because I grew up loving the Bloodhound Gang. They were top
Yeah,
Bloodhound
notch,
Gang.
one of my favorite all time groups because of
yeah.
their sense of humor was so fucking funny to me that no one else even scratched the surface of what they were on when they came out and they were the way they were.
You're
Like
Pretty When I'm Drunk is a dope ass song.
I wish I was queer so I could get chicks. That's a fucking banger, dude. Banger.
Chasey Lane.
Yeah.
The chorus and no hard feelings. It ain't my job to fuck you on your birthday anymore.
Yeah.
That shit's fucking hilarious.
Bro, they
100%,
sing
man.
about Wawas and shit from up in like what is it? You're like a Subaru with Pennsylvania license plates or some shit like that.
Oh, that's great.
They
That's
were like
great.
way ahead of their time, and then ICP were like neck and neck with them in popularity with me. It was like always Bloodhound Gang and the Insane Clown Posse, and then I found out about Twisted, and then they fucking kind of made like this. Yeah, it was fucking fun. It was a great time. Who is this?
It's the
Oh, it's the Pisser.
pisser.
Hey, what up, homie?
Hey,
What up? Freezing my ass off, but
Yeah,
I'm
I
doing
just figured you'd come in and jump in for the last couple minutes to say hi.
fuck
Hell yeah.
yeah. What's up, y'all?
That's our homie, the
fucking
next Pista. He usually has interesting questions to ask. You got any questions for our guest?
shit. Give me. Has there been any time that you've been creeped out by a fan?
Freaked
That's
out
good.
by a fan? Yeah, Gorefest. Hold on, I got this really loud motherfucker in this parking lot. Jeez, picked the wrong place to do an interview. There was this at Gorefest, man. There was this one fan that was entirely too drunk and trying to go all up on me, and I was like, man, you need to back the fuck up. So yeah, there's been times like that. Thankfully, I haven't had any like stalkerish fans. Everyone's been really cool and understanding of my private and personal life. So far, knock on wood. Please don't start going crazy, y'all. You can just message me. I'll message you back. It's not that big a deal. That was one time where I had a really bad experience with a fan. I was like, oh, this is too much. This lady is drunk and just throwing herself on me. And I'm like, you need to go, lady. Like, you can't even stand up straight. Like, you need to go on somewhere. I don't play that shit.
Oh, yeah, Uncle Bundy. By the way, I had a fucking talk with this Uncle Bundy. Smiles Bundy or whatever the hell he goes by these days. This guy, he's coming back out and he's doing a little bit of rebranding. I do plan on, and I have been sharing some of his stuff. He's going to have an episode coming up. Thanks for being in the chat, homie, and bringing that up. I did want to bring that up myself and say, something along the lines of that. Thanks for mentioning it. Those of you out there, if you want something brought up on the show, by God, be in the chat and say some comments. We'll fucking say it for you. We'll put that shit out. We'll put it on there. I'm just saying, but the best time to do it is while we're live. Let them know. So where can they find your music, Nick?
This is the time. You can find it on anything that you listen to music on. It's under Sixnicksix. That is Sixnicksix, all one word. I am on YouTube Music, Spotify, Apple Music. Go ask your Alexa to go play Sixnicksix. Also, while you're at it, make sure they go check out Young Alucard. That is YVNG Alucard, ALVCARD. That's my brother in crime, man. I couldn't be doing this shit without that motherfucker, dude. He is one talented dude. If you guys haven't checked out Young Alucard yet, I definitely think you guys should go peep his newest album, Crawling Up. Start to finish, man, it's just nothing but bangers, dude. Nothing but bangers.
Well, maybe we can sync up with him and we could get him on the show later down the road.
Most definitely, man. That would be sick, dude. He's a great guy, man. Him and his family are amazing people, and he's doing great things down there in Texas, man. Shout out to him and making On Break happen, man. That's it. That's the mastermind behind it all, bro. When it comes down to all of it, bro, like that's the mastermind behind it, dog. Young Alucard is doing On Break. He's making this shit happen, and it's great having this awesome team to build up this wall of bricks. And with that shit, bro, we can't fold, man. There's no way you're gonna fold the wall of bricks, man. Not this many.
All right, so that's gonna be our show tonight. Nick Pissa, thanks for stopping in. I know you jumped out in the cold just to fucking say hi. We appreciate that. You're a fucking soldier. And everybody else that came on, thank you for fucking being here. Nick, if you ever want another show, man, down the road, let me know.
Thank you,
we always have people back on if they want to be back on. We've only had like a few experiences where people are like, what the fuck is this? And then they don't want to be back on. And next week, we have everybody's favorite, next to Tom and Pebs, mask maker, Brandon Philbrick on the show.
Bricks.
Yes, sir. Philbrick's, what is it? Is it Philbrick Studio instead of Gravity?
Philbrick Studio. Yeah.
That's right. Okay, yes. It used to go by Gravity Bleeds, I think. And then that's where I found Bleeds. When I bought this painting that I took to the last Camp Zool. We hung it up in his shop. Dude, that's one of my favorite things to do at Camp Zool is hang out at this guy's shop and just chill, shoot the shit with him. He dresses up like a fucking crazy clown thing. The Mr. Bang
clown.
Thing. Yeah, and he always has props and crazy shit. He's blowing up balloons. You just never know with this guy. So tune in and have fun with us next week when we have Brandon Philbrick on the show. And Nick, thanks for hanging out with us, man. We appreciate you.
Appreciate you, Nick.
Yeah, keep the hustle up. And good luck on your band.
What's that, brother?
Yep. Good luck on putting your band together.
Oh, thank you guys. Thank you.
Remember, always think about bootleg, skin flute.
Hey, man.
All right,
I appreciate you guys. Keep real, man. Remember February 15th, we got the new song Killer dropping. Make sure y'all go check that out on all streaming platforms. Sixnicksix, thank y'all for having me, man.
There you go. February 5th. Be looking out for that. All right. We'll see y'all later and have a good night. Hordecast out.